Hello, potato. The world can be a difficult place to exist in, particularly right about now when this video is being recorded. And it's okay to give yourself a break every so often if you can do so. Take a few minutes for something peaceful and joyful and just like detach. Put away your phone. Don't doom scroll don't put away your phone now. You're watching me on it probably. But, stop doom scrolling for a few minutes and just do something that brings you a little bit of peace and a little bit of joy. And that's what I'm doing this week. As you can probably tell, I'm doing a Lego thing again because January 1st, we saw a bunch of new Lego things get released. And while I can't buy anywhere near as many of them as I would like to, I can buy some. And one thing, of course, I can't pass up is the new minifigure collection, Collectible Minifigure Series 28. This time is all animals. I didn't do the last series, Spider-Man. I didn't intentionally not do Spider-Man. It's just that I never really saw it in the stores. There was a couple of figures that I wouldn't mind having. I mean, Spider-Man's not one that I really sought out. If it had just been straight Marvel, I'd look for it more, but I would have bought Spider-Man if I'd really seen it. I think I saw it a couple times at the bookshop, and that was about it. I don't think I ever saw it in the Lego store. So, yeah, I kind of inadvertently skipped that. It wasn't intentional. I mean, I do intentionally skip some of the licensed ones, but that wasn't this time. But I did seek these out because they had them. I actually went in looking for the Back to the Future time machine that we did last week, and they had most of these. It's really, they have 28 series of them. I've been collecting them probably seriously since 5 or 6. I'm sure I have some from series 1, like 1 or 2, because I think they had like a vampire and stuff in there that I tried to get and didn't. I think I may have like a Medusa from like an early series. So, and of course back then I wasn't that serious into it, and I just would grab a pack and get what I get. But of course, once I started getting serious, wanting to collect the whole series, I became one of the fondlers. The ones people who stood there for 20-30 minutes just molesting every single pack, trying to find the ones they needed. And of course, you'll remember if you watched those videos, I complained mightily when they switched over to the cardboard packaging, which I don't know that this necessarily saves any landfill, although it does certainly biodegrade easier, or maybe even is recyclable. But I complained mightily about it because, of course, you can't fondle. But then Lego very nicely, very courteously for those of us who are just trying to get a set for ourselves, also courtesy for those who wanted to buy up all of certain figures to resell them at a massive markup, and pox on those people. They put these little QR codes on the bottom so that we can just scan them and see what's in them and not have to sit there for 20 or 30 minutes going, just kind of point my phone at a bunch of them and go, okay, I need that one, I got that one. It was good. And in the first try, I got 11 of them. And when I went back and got the DeLorean, I got the 12th. No, I take that back. When I went back, I got the 12th. They didn't have the DeLorean, and I bought something else, which I think it was just for my wife. And she's put it together already. It's one of the new Valentine's ones. But I did get the one that I was missing. And so now we should have a full set here. And so that's what we're going to do this week. So we're going to relax and put together some minifigures. Yeah, there should be all 12 here. So let's just dig in. I'm not going to scan them to see what they are ahead of time because we're going to put them all together. Let's just dig in, put them together. I guess, if you wanted to put together, I've frequently thought about putting together almost like a comic convention kind of a display. And a bunch of people in furry costumes would definitely be good for that. Also, some of this could maybe go into the carnival as walk-around mascots. More than likely, they'll just end up with the other minifigures that don't get put in anything. But I will treasure owning them, possessing them, adding them to the museum of me. So where are we going to start off with here? This would be the one that I had to go back for. I kind of wondered if this was going to be, they have green plates. That's different. Usually they have the black ones. I've seen, of course, white ones, and I think Disney and Batman had unique ones. But yeah, this one I had to go back for. I guess that's why it was on top of the bag. And that is the koala, because that was the one I thought, this is going to be the one that the collectors are all, or the resellers are all buying up. And I won't be able to find it but I was able to find it. When I went back the second time, they had restocked some. I just bought one. I just wanted one for me. My wife didn't want any like extra ones, so we've only purchased so far one of each. And I don't think like with the Dungeons & Dragons, I wanted duplicates of some of the monster ones for my Halloween display. But I don't think that's going to be so much of an issue with these. And there's our first one. There's our little koala. Do they have multiple faces? I should have looked. They do, they do. What? Oh, is this because like koalas like sleep up in the trees? Isn't that like part of why they're called drop bears? Like they'll fall asleep and fall on you? That's cute. It's got a cute little second face. Like the sculpting on the head. Comes with a little boomerang. I don't think I've seen that boomerang before. And a little sprig of plant. What is it? What is it koalas eat? It's not bamboo, that's pandas. Is it eucalyptus? Is it meant to be like a eucalyptus sprig? Very cute. I mean, I suppose I can see why if someone was going to collect to resell, that'd be a cute one to do. But honestly, I think from the pictures anyways, oh, that didn't cut through that at all. From the pictures anyways, they all look pretty cute. What do we have next here? Start a little landfill pile over there. Do have my little check sheet here in case I need it. I don't think I'll need it, but I mean, for some of the instructions maybe, because like it looks like our parrot has 2 capes. Interesting. Next up we have the lion. Now this is different than the old Wizard of Oz lion and the new Wizard of Oz lion, the one that came out in the Wicked wall art set. So you've got kind of a snarly, smirky face. I want to roar. Oh, the roar face. We've got to go with the roar face. The roar face is the one, and then we have our helmet. Kind of Lion King on Broadway thing here. Nice tail. Nice sculpt on the helmet. Oh, and we have a drumstick because it's one thing that lions do like. It is fried chicken. You often see lions in queue at KFC and Popeyes. Very yellow. It's a very yellow lion. I would have liked, honestly, a little more brown in there. For some reason, it really is giving me, like, Lion King the musical vibes. Is that just a me? I've never been to Lion King the musical. Just, that's what I'm getting off of it. Have you been to Lion King musical? Does this, like, give those vibes to you at all? Is it better than the koala? I mean, the sculpt is impressive, but I don't know if it's better than the koala. You know, it would have been cool to do a capybara. Capybara minifigure would have been cool. Because then I could have made coffee and had my own little capybarista minifigure. But they did not. Okay, this one has special instructions. We have the peacock next. Peacock. This is peacock. So I think it's one of the few times where we've had one of these kind of pants pieces, skirt pieces, go up instead of down to create our fantail. We don't have proper minifigure arms. We do have just wings. We have a smiley face and a smirky face. The smiley face looks a little, like it's going to get lost. Looks a little, I don't know, distressed, pressured, like gun to the back kind of look to it. So we'll do that as the head that we use. Helmet on. And we do get to build ourselves a flower. For some reason, why does the peacock come with a flower? If you know what the reasoning for that is, let me know in the comments, because I don't. Cute little flower though. I don't think I have that flower piece in anything else, so that's new. Definitely don't have that tail in anything else. And it's got little holes back here where you could stick in something else. I guess maybe some other feathers or like candle flames to make it a firebird. You probably could, like if they did a repaint, they could make a neat little like phoenix figure out of that. That'd be pretty cool. Nice figure. Just 3 down, 1 little extra piece. Yeah, this is a more mellow video. Just relax. If I did live streams, this would be a good thing to live stream, I think. Not that anybody would watch it. I don't know. I think once I hit 1,000 subs, if I ever hit 1,000 subs, that's big if, I will start live streaming some of these things. I don't know. See if anyone's interested. Next up, we do have this. Oh, it's the Fuzzy Kitty, Pretty Kitty. It had like a specific name when you scanned it. And we have Sleeping Face, because of course it's a cat and they spend most time sleeping. And like a mischievous cat face, because as we all, anyone who's ever owned a cat knows, cats are a-holes. Comes with a little ball of yarn. Nicely printed on the front there, give it a little collar. I don't think the face doesn't look quite so, I don't know, mischievous with the head on to me. Looks a little more dismayed, I don't know. Got the tail, we've seen that tail I think numerous times now in other figures, wolves and such, raccoons. Pretty standard tail, I don't know if I have it in white, but I do now. Yeah, cute. So far, I mean, nothing here is like making me go, I need to go get a second one of these. But I'm also not disappointed that I purchased them because, well, I mean, they're LEGO minifigures. All right, so we have our parrot next. This one does have, I think, some cape pieces to it. All right, this one, I think it matters what order these go in, right? So we want to do blue on the bottom and then red if we're following the instructions. Not really a cape, more of like the cloth skirt. It's kind of neat to have the tailpiece as cloth as opposed to like with our peacock where it was very much, oh, you know what, maybe it's let's fast forward the rest of this part. Okay, there we go. That's put together. Yeah, of course I dropped the body and had to go looking for it. So we have a lot of makeup on our parrot person here. Lipstick, eyeshadow. Oh, the screaming face. Yeah, I think that's the one we have to go with. Plunk our head on. Comes with a little box of parrot treats. So that's why the blue needs to go on first, because it is a little smaller than the red. So you get the multicolored tail effect that way. It looks wrong to me though. I may have to pull that apart and because it looks. Now I guess it looks to me like it's like leaning off to their right a little bit, but I guess it's not. I guess it's just me, or maybe that just the tails aren't quite even to each other. I don't know. But still, I like the effect of it. Interesting painting, nice printing, nice sculpting. Kind of the same arms as our peacock there, but colored. I think we may have seen that bird head somewhere before too. But a nice figure overall. Next up we have the dolphin. Not to be confused with the, I suppose, somewhat infamous shark figure. This one looks like it's another interesting assembly. So it's not very often we see, I think, the headpiece that goes all the way down the back. I mean, occasionally you get like a hair like that, but to have the tail there instead of the tail be a tail piece is interesting. We have our heads, sunglasses because they're cool, or no sunglasses. I think sunglasses is the way to go there. Pop the head on. And we don't have proper minifigure arms, we have flippers, so you can't have them hold anything. So we'll have our little, I guess it's supposed to be a pearl. Looks like a gem. I don't think I have that piece though. It doesn't seem to want to stay in there either. That's unfortunate. There we go. Kind of a neat like effect to that. I don't know if it shows them on camera. It's got sort of an interesting gloss to it. Sort of like some of the icy pieces we occasionally see in Winter Village, or I think more frequently in Friend sets, which I don't tend to buy. But it looks like a gem. I think it's supposed to be a pearl because it's in like an oyster shell. The printing on this is actually pretty plain, but I think it's effective. And for what it lacks in printing, which kind of does give it a little bit of a shark vibe, I think it makes up for with that unique headpiece. I wonder if we'll see that headpiece turn up in the Build-A-Minifigure bins for something like different colored, obviously. I don't know what else that could be though, other than a dolphin. I think you'd have to change the sculpt a little bit to have it be something else, which would mean a new mold, which would mean maybe not. Just I can't think of what other color you'd make that. Next up we have the monkey. I feel like I have. a monkey minifigure. Did they do one in the past? So we got Band-Aid face. I guess they got like hit with poop, and tongue face. Oh, I don't know. I like the tongue. I don't think I have a face quite like that, but I like the Band-Aid too. I suppose this might be one I go back and get a second of so I can show both faces. Of course, you can get, if you for whatever reason want an army build, like an army of monkeys, you just go back and you buy a few of these and just put different heads on them. And you can have an army of unique monkeys. I think the banana piece we've seen plenty of times. The monkey sculpt is nice. Again, the printing's pretty plain. But I think we're not going to get a lot of, I think, really unique printing in this. Or, I mean, it's going to be unique, but really impressive printing in this because we are getting more unique heads and tails. So I think that's our trade-off, is the printing will be less impressive, but the molding will be more involved than what you would normally expect. And one thing I've always liked about the collectible minifigures is it really does feel like it's a place where the LEGO designers just kind of get to cut loose a little bit. And obviously we have a theme this time. They don't always have a theme. But they get to cut loose a little bit and just kind of do whatever they want. Is this... Oh, it's the frog. I thought this was like a gator. Is there a gator? There is a gator. Okay, I thought it was the gator at first. I was like looking for the tail. This is the frog, which comes with a little thing of like food and... I'm not sure what the paddle... What is the paddle supposed to be? Oh, it's like... Oh, it's a bubble juice. It's a bubble wand. So it's another one of these like kind of pearlescent... It didn't fly far. I can get it. All right. It's not only these pearlescent pieces, kind of like the gem. Pearlescent was the word I was looking for this. It's a pearlescent, so it's bubble juice. It's because frogs, as we all know, frogs do love blowing bubbles. We do have some printing on our bubble juice here. That's nice. And you get 2 bubble wands, so that's cool. So you can have like one of the kids play bubbles with them. We have the blowing face and just the big, well, I think if we're going to have him holding the bubble wand, he needs to look like he's blowing bubbles. All right, give you your bubble juice. Turn it so the bubble juice faces out so people knows that's what it is, and not frog food, which was my initial assumption. And then lose it because rock biter hands. And we've now reached where I need to stop because everything I do makes something else fall off, so we need to stop here. And I like that it comes with the extra bubble wand. I like the little pearlescent pieces. I kind of want more monkeys now. I may have to go back and buy more monkeys and just put different heads on them. But cute. Nice sculpt on the frog head. Again, printing's very basic, but we do have the multiple accessories of this one. So that's cool. The monkey's banana accessory is a little underwhelming. But like, what else would you have come with a monkey? Let me know in the comments if you think this... I mean, I can think of another thing that you could put with a monkey, but I don't see LEGO doing that. However, I am sure in my massive pile of little studs and stuff, I'm sure I have extras of that piece from other sets that, yes, we could always put in some spare monkeys when I find them. All right, next we have one that'd be good for, I think that's just a sprout was already on the table. Good for the upcoming Easter holidays. We have a bunny, and it is actually like it's supposed to be an Easter bunny. It does have a painted egg with it. Here's our faces. This has got the child legs. But they're the good child legs. They're the kind that bend. The only kind of child legs LEGO should be making are the bendable ones. I was always disappointed when I see the non-bendable ones. We have a little... I'm surprised that wasn't a tail. I'm surprised we didn't get a little... whack the camera. I'm surprised we didn't get a little tail to stick onto that instead of just being printed on. That genuinely surprises me. I don't think I like the winky face, so we'll go with the face in the front there. Then we have our Easter basket, or we have a basket. Suppose it's up to you if it's for Easter or not. But we do have a painted egg with like little tulips on it, which I feel is If it's not specifically an Easter egg, it's certainly Easter coded to me. Got a little hole on the top. You could put like a flame. You could make an egg candle out of it if you wanted to. Put a little candle flame on there. Do I have one handy? Because I think I did something recently that had... Oh, I do. So I think I did something recently that had a fire in it. So yes, we can set our egg on fire. I like it. You don't have to. It's mine. My opinion's what matters there. I'm interested in your opinion, but I mean, don't think I'm going to change anything because of it. What is that? That gives us 8, 9, 3 left. Okay, so we're almost done. I mean, I'm sure if you're like, oh, that's a relief, you probably clicked away from this video after 2 minutes, like most people do. So if you're seeing this part, if you're hearing me say this, then I suppose you're in it for the long haul at this point. Next, we have a Dalmatian. This is good for maybe with the fire station set, for, you know, when the kids are from the local Legoland Elementary School are visiting. Oh, this, I find that face distressing. They left him in the car with no water. Look at that. That, he's not doing well. No, we're not using that face at all. I'm sure it's because it comes with a Frisbee and that's supposed to like him like after he's been running. But yeah, catching a Frisbee in a mascot costume is probably a really bad idea. Especially on a warm California sunny day. So we'll go with kind of the more smuggy face there instead. Because I find that other face just screams locked in the car in a hot day to me. We're not doing that. So it's got some of the more involved printing. I like the printing on the Frisbee. Or sorry, the flying disc. Frisbee, the brand name. It's got a little collar just like our cat did. But not as a separate piece. The head's a little blocky. I mean, I don't know how you get around that. And to be fair, like a mascot costume would probably have a blocky head. It feels like more blocky than anything else we've had in this collection. I don't know, it looks... I like it, but the overall effect of it, I just find that one a little off. That's probably going to be... I don't dislike any of these, but that probably is like in last place as far as favorites go. I'm not quite sure what's in first place, but I think that's in last. All right, the penultimate one is the goldfish. This actually is one that I think does look really pretty cute. Or maybe this is why I thought the frog thing was food, because this does come with food. We have, what do we have here? We have our head, we have the smiling face of someone with a memory of 2 minutes. I mean, to be fair, if you could forget everything from more than 2 minutes ago, you might be happier too. And then we have kind of, I feel like an embarrassed looking face, but I think that's just like makeup because the smiling face has those kind of red cheeks as well. Yeah, we'll go with the big face here. Pop the head on, go straighten the face out. And of course, the other thing with helmets like this is that you can't have the head even a little bit off. Otherwise, it's not looking out the front. Yeah, he cannot turn his head in there. And nor can he hold his fish food. So we'll just put that on the plate next to him. Nice little bit of printing there. Again, more involved printing than some of these. I think he could maybe go in like a Lunar New Year. Somebody he just like screams Lunar New Year to me. I mean, what do we have here? The monkey could definitely be Lunar New Year. Rabbit could be Lunar New Year for some year. Our cat and dog. I should know these things. I mean, I'm gonna do a Lunar New Year video very soon here. I should know these things. Okay, so dog could be, cat is not, because it's tiger. That's what I was thinking of, was the tiger. So yeah, we don't have a tiger here. But we do have, we do have a rabbit. We do have a monkey. We do have a dog. I think in this year's big Lunar New Year set, which I'm probably not going to get because it's beautiful, the beautiful running horses set, but it's huge. I mean, it's like the footprint is gotta be at least as big as last year's Good Wishes one, but it comes with a horse mascot minifigure, which definitely adds to the tempting of me. But I have like nowhere to put that when I put it together, you know? And if I get it, I want to do a video on it. And I've got another set to do for the Lunar Year video, so I'm probably, unless I see it like at Warehouse Club for a good price, I'm probably going to give it a pass. But I find it really impressive. Finally, we have our gator. Because gators have like the broader nose, right? Yeah, gators have the U-shaped snout, which I'm going to say, that looks pretty U-shaped to me, not V-shaped. And we've got kind of a snarly smirk, or, I mean, they're both pretty aggressive faces, aren't they? I'm going to go with open mouth, because the mask is open mouthed. And it comes with both. They are ready for bath time. They have a floaty, which I don't think I have a floaty like that. I like that piece. And a rubber ducky, which I'm pretty sure I do have. But yeah, this is a pretty cool piece. It's got, right here is actually smaller than the rest of it. It's like inner tubey, except for right there, because then it fits into their hand, which it wouldn't do otherwise. I like that. It looks like a good mascot for a water park. I like that one. So yeah, it's definitely a gator though. All right, so that is our 12 Series 28 minifigures. And with one slight embellishment in that I have made our rabbit here into like a Batman villain with a flaming egg. That problem, no, there's White Rabbit? White Rabbit, right? White Rabbit. I think I have a minifigure of White Rabbit. I think the LEGO Batman movie came with a White Rabbit figure in their minifigure collection. And I think White Rabbit also appeared in Peacemaker in season 2, didn't it? Or didn't she? But she hangs with the Mad Hatter. So I think there's a White Rabbit minifigure because I think there was a Mad Hatter figure as well. So yeah, what's my favorite here? Honestly, I think I like the gator. I like the headpiece on it. I could definitely see them doing more, like some build a minifigure with that, like as a recolor, like a darker green maybe. Or maybe as, I don't know, that feels like, kind of got like a Ninjago-y kind of look to it. You could make a Ninja, or actually no, it has more of a Chima look, which they definitely wouldn't do anymore because Chima went out with Dimensions. Chima's been gone for a long time. But I think this is my favorite. And my least favorite is the dog, just because, not because it's bad, just because I find both that second face and the head in general a little off-putting, so that's my least favorite. The rest of them, I have a second favorite. I do like the frog. I like the accessories. I like the little pearlescent piece. So yeah, I think, but beyond that, I don't think I have any real affinity or distaste for any of the rest of them. So I think my favorite two are the gator and the frog. My least favorite is the dog, just because I find it a little disturbing. But I like all of them. I don't hate any of them. Fish is also really unique. Fish is probably third place. Fish can move up to the front here. I like all of them. I do think, as much as Monkey's not in my top 3, that's the one I feel like I would be the most likely to go back and get more of, just to be able to put different heads on them and make myself a little army of monkeys. So if I was going to buy more of them, that probably would be the one to buy more of. But otherwise, nothing is really, I need to go back and get duplicates for myself. If like my wife wants one for herself, then we may do that. But monkeys as close as we get to wanting to go and like do a little army build. Not a big army build, but a little army build. But yeah, I think that was nice. It was a nice break from everything else in the world for what, a half an hour here? Just to spend a half an hour together building Lego. Normally I do more fast forwarding. Normally there's more mini building to do. I think I only fast forwarded on the parrot because the parrot was kind of a pain. Not in a bad way, just kind of a pain. Do have the full set though, so that's good. That is another collection completed. And yeah, it was peaceful. It was nice. I enjoyed it. I hope you enjoyed it. Do you have these? What's your favorite? What's your least favorite? What would you like to have seen go with, like, another series of animals? Who would you like? I would like a capybara. I think we'd run into the same kind of disturbing squarey head there, but I want a capybara. That would be nice. Or a red panda. Have they done a red panda? I know I have a red panda, like Lego, like animal, but I don't think they've done a minifigure, have they? Because for Turning Red, if they had any Lego kits for that, they'd have been mini dolls, not minifigures. So, and I think they've done a Disney minifigure collection since then, but I don't think Mai was in it. I would buy a Mai minifigure. Yeah, capybara. I'd love to see a capybara. I'd love to see a red panda. But yeah, what would you like? What other animals would you like there to be little mascot minifigure characters of? Let me know in the comments. But I hope you found this all interesting or entertaining. Hope you at least maybe found it as a little escape from the world, just you and me for a little while. If you did, give it a like, subscribe to the channel. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.